Magandang buhay ka, Matinik! Ang pag-aaralan natin ngayon ay equivalent ratio and ratios in simplest form. Handa na ba kayong makinig at matuto? Kung handa na kayo, simulan na natin! Lesson: Equivalent ratio and ratios in simplest form. Ito ay matatagpuan sa inyong Quarter 2, Module 8. Bago ang lahat, magkaroon muna tayo ng isang review o balik-aral. Direction: Visualize the ratio of these sets of objects by using illustrations or drawings. Write it in fraction and column form. Sa madaling salita, ay iguguhit o idodraw ninyo ang mga ratio na nakalagay dito sa loob ng box at isusulat nyo rin ang fraction at column form nito. Una, 6 clouds to 4 suns. Ikalawa, 3 triangles to 5 stars. Simulan niyo na! Ganito din ba ang inyong sagot o answer? 6 clouds to 4 suns. Ibig sabihin, kayo ay guguhit ng 6 na ulap or clouds at 4 na suns or araw. Ang fraction form nito ay 6/4 at ang column form naman nito ay 6:4. Pangalawang sagot o answer: 3 triangles to 5 stars. Ibig sabihin, kayo ay guguhit ng 3 triangles at 5 stars. Ganito din ba ang inyong sagot? At ang fraction form naman nito ay 3/5 at ang column form naman ay 3:5. In visualizing ratio, always remember to follow these steps. First, understand the concept. Second, focus on the given quantity or quantities. And third, draw what you have visualized or imagined. Sa madaling salita, una ay intindihin kung ano ang hinihingi. Kunwari, clouds at saka sun. Pangalawa, mag-focus o ilagay yung atensyon kung ilan ang hinihingi. Pag sinabing 6 clouds, ibig sabihin kayo ay guguhit ng 6 na clouds. 4 suns naman, so mag-focus kayo sa 4 or sa quantity na hinihingi. At panghuli ay idodraw ninyo or iguguhit ito. So what is ratio? Ratio: a comparison of two different things or numbers. It is also a relationship between two numbers written using a colon. A colon can be read as 2 or is 2. Sa madaling salita, ang ratio ay nagkukumpara ng dalawa o higit pang bagay o mga numero. Kaya ito ay nagpapakita ng kanilang relationship. Ito ay gumagamit ng colon na binabasa bilang 2 or is 2. Let's have a drill or motivation activity. Direction: write each ratio in column form and in fraction form. Also, write it in simplest or lowest form. In column. Halimbawa or example: 18 roses to 6 chocolates. Ang fraction form nito ay 18/6. 18 ang numerator, which is the roses. 6 naman ang denominator, which is the chocolates. Ang column form naman nito ay 18:6. Samantalang ang kanyang simplest or lowest form, or sometimes sinatawag ito na lowest term, ay 3:1. Pero paano nga ba nakuha ang lowest or simplest form nito? So, in reducing ratios in lowest term or simplest form, Simply follow these steps. Step 1 or first, find the GCF or yung tinatawag na greatest common factor of the given numbers. Second, divide the GCF to each given number. Para mas maintindihan pa kung paano nakuha ang simplest form o ang lowest term, let me show you the solution. 18 roses to 6 chocolates. Step 1. Find the GCF or greatest common factor of 18 and 6 using continuous division method. 18 and 6 can be divided by 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now we have the numbers 9 and 3. 9 and 3 can be divided by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Now we have the numbers 3 and 1. Pag nakita nyo na ang 1, ibig sabihin, hihinto o stop na yung pagdidivide niyo because no prime numbers can divide 1. Para makuha naman ang GCF o yung tinatawag na greatest common factor, all you need to do is multiply the numbers here. So we have the 2 and the 3. 2 times 3 equals 6. So our greatest common factor is 6. Now let's continue. Again, 18 roses to 6 chocolates. Let's go to step 2. Now that we have the GCF, which is 6, all you need to do is divide it to the numerator and the denominator. So 18 over 6 divided by 6. 18 divided by 6 and 6 divided by 6. Again, 18 divided by 6 equals 3. 6 divided by 6 equals 1. So we have the answer, which is 3 over 1 in fraction form. Or, kung isusulat ito sa column form, ito ay 3 is to 1. Therefore, 18 over 6 is equivalent to 3 over 1. Or, 18 is to 6 is equivalent to 3 is to 1. Let's have more examples. Again, direction, write its ratio in column form and in fraction form. Also, write it in simplest form. So we have 10 girls to 20 boys, write it in fraction, column, and simplest form. 12 eggs to 2 hens, 5 apples to 25 oranges, 13 bottles to 39 cans, 16 bags to 4 baskets. In doing so, huwag kayong mag-alala kasi tutulungan ko naman kayo. Number 1, 10 girls to 20 boys. So, ang step 1 ay hanapin ang GCF ng 10 at saka 20 using continuous division method. So we have 10 and 20. 10 and 20 can be divided by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 20 divided by 2 is 10. Now we have 5 and 10. And these numbers can be divided by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. And 10 divided by 5 is 2. We have now the numbers 1 and 2. Again, we have the 1, so ibig sabihin stop na tayo sa continuous division method. And to get the GCF, multiply these numbers. 2 times 5 equals 10. Next step, to get the lowest term or the simplest form of 10 over 20 is divide the GCF 10 to the numerator and denominator. So 10 divided by 10 equals 1. 20 divided by 10 equals 2. So we have the answer 1 over 2 in fraction form. or 1:2 in column form. Therefore, o sa madaling salita, 10/20 is equivalent to 1/2, or 10:20 equals or is equivalent to 1:2. So for our first example, 10 girls to 20 boys, the fraction form is 10/20. The column form is 10:20, and the simplest form is 1:2. Ngayon, punta naman tayo sa 12 eggs to 2 hens. In order to get the lowest term or simplest form of 12 eggs to 2 hens, again, step 1, find the GCF of 12 and 2 using continuous division method. 12 and 2 can be divided by 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. Now we have the numbers 6 and 1. Again, pag meron na kayo nakitang 1, ibig sabihin stop na o hinto na kayo sa inyong pagdi-divide. And to get the GCF, simply look at dito sa gilid. So we have 2. So 2 is our GCF. Since nakuha na natin ang GCF na 2, we are going to divide it sa numerator na 12 at denominator na 2. 12 divided by GCF2 equals 6. 2 divided by GCF2 equals 1. So we have the answer 6/1 in fraction form, or 6:1 in column form. Kung kaya't masasabi natin na 12/2 is equivalent to 6/1, or 12:2 is equal or equivalent to 6/6:1. So for 12 eggs and 2 hens, we have the answer in fraction form 12/2, in column form 12:2, and in simplest form 6:1. Now, let's go to 5 apples to 25 oranges. In order to get the simplest form or lowest term, first find the GCF of 5 and 25 using continuous division method. So we have 5 and 25, and it can be divided by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Now we have the numbers 1 and 5. Now, meron na tayong nakitang 1, ibig sabihin, stop na o hinto na tayo sa pagdi-divide. So, our GCF is none other than 5. Let's continue. Since we already get the GCF of 5 and 25, which is 5, we are going to divide it to the numerator and the denominator. 5 divided by GCF 5 equals 1. 25 divided by GCF na 5 equals 5. So we have the answer 1/5 in fraction form, or 1:5 in column form. Therefore, 5/25 is equal to 1/5, or 5:25 is equal to 1:5. Sa madaling salita, these numbers below, or 5/25 and 1/5, they are what we call equivalent fractions. Samantalang ito naman, 5:25 at saka 1:5, they are equivalent ratios. Now we have the answers for 5 apples to 25 oranges. In fraction form, 5/25. In column form, 5 is to 25, and in simplest form, 1 is to 5. Now, punta naman tayo sa 13 bottles to 39 cans. Now your turn. Write 13 bottles to 39 cans in fraction form, column form, and simplest form. You have 1 minute to do it, and your time starts now.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
Nakuha mo ba ang sagot? Fraction form is 13 over 39, column form 13 is to 39, and the simplest form is 1 is to 3. Ngayon naman, pumunta naman tayo ngayon sa 16 bags to 4 baskets. Handa na ba kayong sagutin ito? Again, your turn. Write 16 bags to 4 baskets in fraction form, column form, and simplest form. You have 1 minute to win it, and your time starts now.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
Nakuha mo ba ang mga sagot? Ang fraction form nito ay 16 over 4, ang column form ay 16 is to 4, at ang simplest form ay 4 is to 1. Magaling! Now, let's have more activities. Direction. Read each situation and answer the question that follows. Use column form in expressing ratios. Also, if needed, then reduce the ratio in simplest or lowest form. Number 1. The Philippine flag has a sun and 3 stars. What is the ratio of stars to sun? Again, what is the ratio of stars to sun? Write it in column form and in simplest form. You have 15 seconds to do it, and your time starts now. Time's up. The ratio of stars to sun is, in column form, 3 stars is to 1 sun, or 3 is to 1. And in simplest form, it is also the same as 3 is to 1. Number 2. The flag of the United States has 50 stars and 13 stripes. What is the ratio of stripes to stars? Again, what is the ratio of stripes to stars? You have 15 seconds to do it. Time's up. The ratio of stripes to stars is 13 stripes is to 50 stars, or 13 is to 50, and it is also its lowest or simplest form, 13 is to 50. Number 3. The flag of Sweden has 4 blue rectangles and 2 yellow stripes. What is the ratio of rectangles to stripes? Again, what is the ratio of rectangles to stripes? You have 15 seconds to do it, and your time starts now. Time's up. The ratio of rectangles to stripes is 4 is to 2, and its simplest form is 2 is to 1. Number 4. The flag of Thailand has 2 red stripes and 2 white stripes. What is the ratio of red stripes to white stripes? Again, what is the ratio of red stripes to white stripes? You have 15 seconds to do it, and your time starts now. Time's up. The ratio of red stripes to white stripes is 2 is to 2, or 2 red stripes is to 2 white stripes, and its simplest form is 1 is to 1. Para sa isang maikling assessment o pagsusulit, kung handa na kayo, ilagay sa inyong lamesa ang ballpen at papel. Simulan na natin! Direction. Write the following ratios in fraction and in column. Then write it also in lowest or simplest form. Sa madaling salita, isusulat ninyo ang iyong sagot sa fraction, column, at simplest form. Pagbabasehan o hanapin niyo inyong mga sagot dito sa loob ng table. Tinanong ang mga mag-aaral kung ano ang kanilang paboritong food o pagkain sa kantin. At ito ang kanilang mga naging sagot. 5 sa mga mag-aaral ang paborito nila ang sandwich. 20 or 20 sa kanila ang sumagot ng banana Q. 15 naman ang sumagot ng hotdog on stick. 30 sa mga mag-aaral ang paborito nila ang siomai. Samantalang 10 naman sa mga mag-aaral ang paborito o gusto nila ang waffles. So example, ano ang fraction, column at simplest form ng sandwich to siomai? Tingnan natin sa table. 5 sa mag-aaral ang sumagot ng sandwich. Yan ang ating magiging numerator. Sa siomai naman, 30 sa mga mag-aaral o 30 ang sumagot ng siomai. Kaya ang fraction form ay 5/30. Ang colon form nito ay 5:30. Samantalang ang simplest form nito ay 1:6. Now, your turn. Again, write the following ratios in fraction and colon. Then, write it in lowest or simplest form. Number 1, sandwich to banana Q. 2, banana Q to hotdog on stick. 3, hotdog on stick to siomai. 4, siomai to waffles. And 5, waffles to banana Q. You have 5 minutes to do it, and your time starts now. Handa na ba kayong malaman ang sagot? Sandwich to banana Q in fraction form is 5/20. In colon form is 5:20. And in simplest form is 1:4. Number 2, banana Q to hotdog on stick. In fraction form is 20/15. In column form is 20:15. And in simplest form is 4:3. Number 3, hot dog on stick to siomai in fraction form is 15 is to 30. In column form is 15 is to 30. And in simplest form is 1 is to 2. Siomai to waffles in fraction form is 30 over 10. In column form is 30 is to 10. And in simplest form is 3 is to 1. Waffles to banana Q naman in fraction form is 10 over 20. In column form is 10 is to 20 and in simplest form is 1 is to 2. Nakuha nyo ba ang lahat ng tamang sagot? Kung oo, isang malaking 5 clap para sa inyo. Assignment o enrichment activity. Direction. Carefully read, analyze, and solve the given problem below. Ito ay matatagpuan sa inyong modules sa Quarter 2, Module 8 sa Math. Mrs. Cruz is a vendor in a park. She sells hotcakes for a living. In preparing hotcakes, she mixes 12 cups of cake flour to 6 cups of water. Number 1. What is the ratio of the number of cups of cake flour to the number of cups of water? Ito ang mga pagpipilian. Number 2. What is the ratio in simplest form? Ito naman ang mga pagpipilian na sagot. Again, ito ay matatagpuan sa inyong Quarter 2, Module 8 sa Math. Number 3. How many cups of water should Mrs. Cruz mix if she has only 6 cups of cake flour? Ito ang mga pagpipilian. Number 4. How many more cups of water does she need if she has 18 cups of cake flour but has only 6 cups of water? And last, number 5. How many more cups of cake flour does she need if she has 18 cups of water but has only 12 cups of cake flours? Magaling! Sana'y naintindihan at nagustuhan nyo ang ating aralin tungkol sa ratio. Hanggang sa muli, thank you and God bless us all.